Everyone, welcome back to a new Taekook one shot. Hope you will love it. It was a beautiful day in Busan. The beachside wedding was the kind that made heart flutter with fairy lights tangled around trees, soft beach, jazz playing in the background, and the smell of fresh roses mixed with salt sea play breeze in the air. But for Kim Taehyung, this day felt like tightrope walk. Tightrope walk because instead of being at home recovering from flu like he had told his company, he was standing in the middle of the most public event of the year. His best friend Park Jimin's went waiting for the to the famous music producer Min Yoongi, and the worst part, Jungkook, Yoongi's younger brother, Taehyung's cold heart dangerously attractive CEO was also there. Taehyung hiding behind a pillar. Why the heck didn't Jimin tell me? Yoongi's younger brother was Jungkook. I wouldn't have came. I couldn't have sent a blender. Seok Jimin's cousin giggling beside him while sipping champagne. Hoseok, you are being dramatic. He probably wouldn't even recognize you. You know how many employees CEO have? I'm literally his direct assistant. I bring him coffee every morning. He scolded me just last week for putting too much vanilla syrup. Hoseok, right, you are the cute assistant he always yell at. In the office, Taeyong goes, thanks, that helps. Meanwhile, Jungkook dressed in a classy black suit with his signature stone expression scanned the wedding crowd with his usual calculated gaze until Jungkook to himself, Kim Taehyung, his flash of family of brown hair disappearing behind a palm tree. His the same brown hair that always leaned too close across his desk when asking about reports. The same voice that giggled when he dropped his pen. Jungkook narrowing his eyes. Didn't he call in sick today? Back at the hiding spot, Taehyung picking out knowing him, he will promote me to coffee store and make me do taxes for the next 5 years. Hosea grins. Oh, maybe he will finally notice how hot you look in this heartbeat and fall madly in love. Think blessing, yeah, shut up. He is my boss, cold-hearted and scary, but deep down, did think Jungkook was unfairly attractive, and as he trying to stay invisible, he accidentally walked straight into someone. Sorry, I didn't. His eyes widen as he looked up into those sharp, piercing eyes. Jungkook, flat tone, sick, huh? Panicking. It was a spiritual sickness. My heart was emotionally weak because my best friend is getting married. Jungkook titled his hair right. So your emotional flow let you wear that silky sea. Jungkook stepped closer. You lied to the company, Kim Taehyung quickly. But just imagine how sad Jimin would have been if I didn't come. He would have cried on his honeymoon. His husband would have blamed you. A wedding tragedy. Jungkook stared at him, completely unamused. Jungkook, meet me near the wine bar in 10 minutes. Taehyung gulping. Am I fired? Jungkook walking off. Bring 2 glasses. 10 minutes later, at the beer wine bar, Taehyung stood awkwardly holding 2 glasses of red wine and trying not to cry. Then Jungkook arrives, sleeves rolled up, high, slightly messy hair from the wind, and his stylish, and he took the wine silently and looked over at the dance floor. Jungkook, you look different outside the office. Then softly, you too less scary. Jungkook is mocking slightly. I scare you, think playfully every day. Jungkook, you talk back to me all the time. Think that's my survival instinct. Jungkook clenched. A rare sound Taehyung had ever heard in the office. Then he leaned slightly closer. Jungkook, why did you hide from me? Taehyung blushes. Because you're my boss and I didn't want to explain why I faked a sick leave while wearing see-through clothes at a wedding. Jungkook teaching tone, you keep calling, you see short see-through. Are you fishing for compliments? Then choking on wine. What? No, Jungkook, don't worry. It suits you. Then blinked. Did Jungkook just plot? Later that evening, during the bouquet toast, the light twinkled brighter. Music got louder. Jimin threw the bouquet with his whole heart, and by sheer twist of fate, it smashed things right in his breast. Then, oof, I catch it with my nose. Jungkook laughed, like really loud. Jungkook was mocking at Taehyung. Guess you are next, Kim Taehyung. Taehyung playfully, only if someone proposes. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, titling his wine glass. Jungkook, we'll see. As the night wore on, Jungkook didn't leave Taehyung. Jungkook threatened to change the company name to Sugar Crops if I didn't show up. Taehyung laughs. Well, there was a pause. The wind blew gently through the hair. Taehyung softly, you are actually kind of nice when you are not yelling at spreadsheets. Jungkook quietly, and you are actually cute when you are not spilling coffee on my reports. They look at each other. The tension shifted, slow and electric. Taehyung whispers, do you flirt with all your employees like this? Jungkook leaning closer. Only the ones who lied about being sick and looked this good while doing it. Their faces were inches apart now, but instead of a kiss, Jungkook smiled and slipped his wine again. Jungkook, good night. Taehyung. Taehyung sat there, heart pounding. Taehyung to himself, what just happened? Pajamas, pineapples, and pretty coffee talks. Morning sun, soft and golden, poured through the curtains of the coastal resort where the wedding guest had stayed overnight. Kim Tae-hyung yawned and rolled over in the king-size bed. His hair a mess, and vice versa from all the screaming and laughing last night. Tae-hyung growing. Oh, my head is heavier than Jungkook's employee elevation. Last night replay in his mind a mini movie. Dancing under the stars, accidentally catching the bouquet with his face. Jungkook calling him cute, almost kissing by the fire. And then Jungkook smirking and walking away like a walking cliffhanger. Taehyung blushing into the pillow. This is illegal. You can't flirt with someone that hard. There was young Jungkook at the hotel breakfast bar, hair tousled, hoodie, half zipped, showing half of his tattooed chest, wearing sweatpants with pineapple juice in one hand and a banana in other. Taehyung froze mid-step, holding a plate and looked like a deer caged in high beams of sheer hotness. Jungkook looked up and smiled. Jungkook, morning, sick patient. Taehyung muttering, I swear I will call HR on myself. 10 minutes later, at breakfast table, Taehyung sat across from Jungkook, stabbing his pancake violently. Taehyung, most bosses would at least pretend they didn't see their employees breaking sick leaves rules. Jungkook sipping juice and missed the entertainment. You dance like a jellyfish on Jungkook is smiling slowly. Oh, did you want me to stay? Taehyung blushing no. Jungkook leaned closer across the table. Liar. Taehyung looked away, hiding a stupid smile behind his coffee mug. Meanwhile, Jimin and Yoongi, freshly married and glowing with honeymoon energy, entered the dining hall. Jimin spotted the two at the table and smiled. Jimin, Tete, you okay? You are sitting with the enemy. Taehyung sarcastically, yes, I have surrendered my soul. Please save me before he ushers me into another dimension. Jungkook dryly, I think I deserve pay for dealing with his drama. Yoongi eyeing them both. You too, sir. You are not already married. Taehyung is no, he is my boss. Jungkook calmly sip coffee. Yoongi, I'm gonna need popcorn. After breakfast, the wedding party planned a beach volleyball match to enjoy the last morning together. Thing was dragged into it by Jimin and Hoseok, while Jungkook casually joined the opposite team. Taehyung, determined to ignore Jungkook, accidentally got assigned as Jungkook's teammate. Taehyung whispering to me, "Kill me now." Hoseok, shh, just look at his abs and survive. Jungkook clapping his hands. Taehyung, move forward. You are not a coconut tree. Taehyung gritting his teeth. Yes, boss, happy to be your decorative palm. The match started. Taehyung drove by. The ball missed, got sand in his mouth, and dramatically collapsed. Jungkook ran over, crouched beside him, holding out a hand. Jungkook teasing, alive. Taehyung spitting sand. No, this is my funeral. Say something nice. Jungkook grinning. You are the prettiest I have ever seen. Taehyung took his hand and let Jungkook pull him up. Their fingers lingered a moment too long. Everyone watched cheered. Jimin and Hoseok whistled. Jimin, Taekook is real. Taehyung is screaming. Jimin Young, Jungkook. To Taehyung amused. Taekook. Taehyung blushing violently. It's a thing. Don't Google it. Later that afternoon, most guests began to check out and say their goodbyes. Jungkook was about to leave for Seoul when he noticed them sitting alone under a beach umbrella, playing with the sand and watching the waves. Jungkook walked over and sat beside him. confused about what. Jungkook, I do flirt and run away. Taehyung softly while Jungkook look at the sea, then at Taehyung. Jungkook, because I don't know how to mix business with feelings. I have kept everything strictly professional for years. Taehyung whispers, but last night it didn't feel professional. Jungkook, I smile faintly. No, I didn't. It didn't. A soft silence settled between them, filled only the waves and the wind. Jungkook, gently, you make things different. Kim Taehyung, Taehyung turned to him, his heart racing. Taehyung, sicky voice, is that good? Jungkook, it's terrifying. Their eyes locked. Something soft and slow started building. Jungkook reached out and brushed a strand of hair away from Taehyung's face. Taehyung didn't move. Jungkook low voice. If I kiss you now, do I still get to be your boss tomorrow? Taehyung breathless. Only if you promise not to deduct salary from my name. Jungkook froze. Then Jungkook clenched. You are more dangerous than me. And just like that, their lips met. Taehyung soft, slow, filled with tension and tenderness and the taste of forbidden sweetness. Not rushed, not messy, just right. Later, while Jungkook was driving back to Seoul, his phone buzzed. Text from Taehyung, don't be late to the office Monday, sir. I will have your coffee ready. Just how you like it, but maybe. One instant. Monday morning, Seoul, the corporate building of Jeon Holdings is too tall and intimidating. The glass walls gleaming under the city sun. Inside, however, one employee looked everything but calm. Kim Taehyung stood in front of the mirror in the employee restroom, nervously adjusting his tie, and for the fifth time, his reflection was mocking him. Then whispering to himself, it's fine, you only made out with your boss at a beach. Wedding, no big deal, nothing illegal, just mild career ending intimacy. His phone burst from Jungkook coffee. 9 a.m. You know how I like it. Taehyung muttering, yeah, hot, dangerous, and emotionally confusing. At 9 a.m. sharp, Taehyung entered Jungkook's office, placed the coffee on the desk like always, but this time Jungkook didn't look up from his laptop. No see-through shot today, then chokes, excuse me. Jungkook finally looks up, smirking slightly. Jungkook, I'm just saying you dressed to kill at the wedding. I'm still recovering. Taehyung crossing arm, and I dressed to not get fired today. So consider that growth. Jungkook stood up slowly, walking around the desk until he was in front of Taehyung. His long head first, that annoyingly sexy vanilla wood accent. Jungkook softly, you are not getting fired. Taehyung pretending to scoff. Good, I would sue for emotional damage and coffee-related trauma. Their eyes locked, tension cracking like electricity. But before either could speak, Nak Namjoon, the company's legal advisor and Jungkook's cousin, peeked in. Namjoon, hey Jungkook, that Tokyo conference call, he paused, eyes the two. He then blinked. Namjoon slowly, am I interrupting an HR? Jungkook deadpan, yes, Kim Taehyung is on a very sensitive project. Namjoon rising a broad, right, continue. I will pretend I didn't hear the word sensitive. Later that day, at his desk, Taehyung found a small black box placed carefully beside the monitor. No note. Taehyung, did I win an award for most chartistic intern or something? He opened it. Inside was a crystal pin shaped like a little tiger paw. Sunny, cute and expensive looking. His heart escaped. Text from unknown number. It reminded me of you. Don't wear it unless you are okay with people knowing I am spoiling you. Taehyung smiled like an idiot for 5 minutes straight. Lunch break, rooftop garden. Taehyung sit on the rooftop with his best friend Hoseok, spilling the tea. Hoseok sobbed. He kissed you. Thanks. Hey, just flirting, I think. Hoseok, oh no. Honey, that's pre-boyfriend mode. You better moisturize and pray. They're laughing. It's just complicated. He's my boss. It's all fluttering. No future. No probably just a fling. But his heart whispered, "You are already falling." 4:30 p.m. Back in the office, they received another message. Jungkook meeting my penthouse 7 p.m. where something unprofessional thing is screaming internally. I am in heck. 7 p.m. Jungkook's penthouse. Thing stepped out of the elevator into a luxurious penthouse that smelled like sandalwood and tension. He wore a fitted black sweater tucked into high-waisted slacks, looking unfairly gorgeous but still totally nervous. Jungkook stood by the window. Jungkook is smiling softly. I am not good to eat you. Taehyung is smirking pity. Jungkook choked on his wine. Dinner was surprisingly normal. They sat at the kitchen island eating pasta. Jungkook has ordered and baking, teasing, laughing. Taehyung, you are definitely outside the office. Jungkook, you are louder. Taehyung, you like that enough. Jungkook murmuring more than I should. Then the silence shifted. Jungkook put his wine down and stood behind Taehyung, placing his hand gently on his shoulder. Taehyung felt his breath in. Jungkook quietly, I haven't stopped thinking about that night. Taehyung without turning. Then why pretend nothing happened? Okay, Jungkook, because this us is dangerous. You could get hurt. Taehyung turned slowly to face him. Then don't hurt me. Jungkook curved his face. Jungkook softly drive me insane. Kim Taehyung good. And then they kissed again, slow, this time deep, lightning, lingering, more real, hands gripping waist, fingers tangled in hair, lips moving like they had all the time in the world. But just before it get too heated, Jungkook pulled back. Jungkook is smirking. I don't want to risk it. Them winning. You are so mean, Jungkook. If I started now, I wouldn't be able to stop. Taehyung muttering as he grabbed one. Control freak, see you with the romantic heart. Great, I'm doomed. Later, as Jungkook dropped him home, Jungkook leaned against the car, hands in pocket, eyes soft under the moonlight. Jungkook, so can I take you out on a proper date? Taehyung is smiling. You mean a meeting with the Jot? Monday, 1 week later. By now, the office had catch on. Taehyung could feel the looks every time he walked into the break room. Not that anything was confirmed, but let's just say the way would casually glance at Taehyung during meetings like he wanted to devour him. Yeah, it wasn't subtle. Even the intern Sobin was gossiping at the water dispenser, Sobin whispering, I swear I saw Mr. Jeon smiling at him, brought him coffee today. Smile. I almost fainted. Jisoo, HR. I am convinced he is betwitching or in love. Same thing. Taehyung, meanwhile, was doing his best to act professional. Was in 1 second catching him like a scene straight out of a romantic drama. Expect him fell right into Jungkook's lap, knocking over a few pens. Taehyung wide eyes. Sorry, that was gravity. Jungkook arm around him, not moving. Gravity owns me dinner. Namjoon, sitting across the room, sighed deeply and covered his eyes. Namjoon, I'm too old for this. Jungkook is smoking into Taehyung's ear. You smell like strawberry, Taehyung whispered. If you don't stop talking like that, I'm going to drop all your contracts in the. Taehyung in now. This is actually romantic, Jungkook. I googled how to impress someone prettier than you. This come up Taehyung laughing. You are so ridiculous. They sat on a large blanket eating sushi with chopstick and eating each other between bites. Jungkook, I wasn't planning on falling for you. Jungkook, too late. Jungkook, too late. Taehyung quietly, you really like me, huh? Jungkook without hesitation, I love you. Taehyung blinked, his heart hiccupped. Wow, no warning, no build up, just bam, love. I've been holding it for weeks, months maybe. Taehyung softly, I think I'm falling too. Jungkook, don't fall. Taehyung, why? Jungkook smiled because I want to jump with you. 9 p.m. at private party. Jimin had dragged them to a long lounge after hitting Jungkook and Taehyung officially becoming something young. Get along. He's still pretending he didn't care, but he's smiling every time Jimin looked at Taehyung like a proud man. Then someone said, dance better, and it was over. Taehyung slightly drunk ended up removing his play jacket, kicking his neck like a pro, and pulling Jungkook into the center of the dance floor. Taehyung grinning, show me what those abs can do. See your name. Jungkook laughs, you are gonna regret this, and he did not. Disappointed, Jungkook dropped low, rolled his hips, spun Taehyung, and ended the dance with the hand on Taehyung's waist, forehead against him. Midnight at Taehyung's apartment. Taehyung opened the door and looked back at Jungkook, who was leaning against the hallway wall, looking like a dream in his open shirt and flushed cheek. Taehyung softly, you coming in? Jungkook, only if you want me. Taehyung is smiling, I wanted you since you called me. My outfit see-through. Jungkook grinning, so that was flirting. Taehyung pulled him inside by his collar and whispered, Taehyung, no, that was declaration of war. And the door closed behind them with a soft click. 1 week later, office things had changed, but subtly there was still professionalism. Reports were filled, meetings were attending, but also during a team meeting. Taehyung stay after. I need to go over something important. Everyone is smart. So when whispering to Jisoo, do you think he means spaceships or bed spread? Jisoo, either way, it's about positions. That night, as Jungkook and Taehyung sit on Jungkook's couch watching a movie with tangled leg and popcorn between them, Taehyung resting his head on Jungkook's shoulder. This started with a sick leave lie. Jungkook kissing his hair and ended with you being the one who makes me smile in boardrooms. Training, you are still annoying though, Jungkook, and you still distract me with your stupid cute face. Then sighs, perfect, the end. Everyone, how was it? Did you enjoy it? I hope you did. I will be back with another Taekook love story. Till then, take care, say bye bye.